have special guests all the way from Egypt, subhanAllah, under an initiative to support us in our Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, we have brothers here, mashallah, from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, please introduce yourself and explain to us about your charity, your initiative, inshallah.
Bismillah. My name is Dr. Mahmoud Atiyah. I'm the CEO of Seven Sparks Relief Foundation. We are a young charity. And one of the things we do, alhamdulillah, every Ramadan we bring a good number of high quality professional reciters from the Quran, from Egypt. So they lead Taraweeh and Tahajjud in various UK masjids. Alhamdulillah, this year we have 45 of them. Alhamdulillah, 2 of them are with us now and 3 are outside, and the rest are arriving inshallah on 27th. So just to introduce, next to me, myself, my immediate Sheikh Hazem Saif, and he's our guest imam at East London Mosque for the 3rd year in a row. And we have Sheikh Ayman Abdul Min'im, and he's our guest imam at Redbridge Islamic Center for the 2nd year in a row, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, what a wonderful initiative. What led you to decide to set up something like this? It's very needed.
We found there's a big gap. Alhamdulillah, there is plenty of Hufaz in the UK here, but the demand is so high and the quality is not as great. People, when they pray Taraweeh, obviously, it's long prayer. They need to find very beautiful, engaging recitation, very beautiful voice, and high performance. This is not a skill that is this is a skill that is very rare here in the UK. So obviously, everywhere you will find different qualities. So we pick the top of the top in Egypt, and we go through, which is the most difficult and challenging part, the visa process, 6-month process to make their paper documents ready and to get the visa. And alhamdulillah, we had long fights with the Home Office in this regard until alhamdulillah, we won all the visas that we wanted. Today, this year, alhamdulillah, we have 45 wonderful Qaris, all apart from one are from Egypt, alhamdulillah. And we are able to spread the Quran throughout the UK. It's not just a normal recitation of the Quran, but a beautiful and engaging recitation of the Quran, alhamdulillah.
SubhanAllah, no, that sounds absolutely remarkable. You know, the fact that you saw that gap and you, mashallah, were able to, with the grace of Allah, be able to facilitate that and fix that, SubhanAllah. But you said 45 hufaz. Yeah, that's SubhanAllah. Do you intend to have more in the future?
Every year, alhamdulillah. Last year we had 37. The year before we had 20-something. So alhamdulillah, every year we're increasing. And as long as there is demand, alhamdulillah, we established ourselves. We can deliver. We are credible. Alhamdulillah, Masjids who tried us, no, they can deliver. We can deliver. And alhamdulillah. So East London Mosque is the 4th year in a row taking Qaris from us. And even there is a 1 year before that they take on the last 10 nights. So this is perhaps the biggest and the most established mosque in the UK. And the fact that they're coming back to us and us again and again means, alhamdulillah, we can give them what they look for, because they don't accept even high quality. They want the top quality, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, which alhamdulillah, we have right in front of us. MashaAllah, we are very, very blessed. Can I please ask Sheikh, please, to recite for us, inshallah, so for us to hear, mashallah, some of the words of Allah.
Sheikh Hazem, اقرأ يعني دقيقتين أو 3 دقائق إن شاء الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين. ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون. فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون. ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون. قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون.
شيخ أيمن, maybe I want to read. أيمن, شيخ أيمن, يعني دقيقة أو 2 إن شاء الله. بسم الله. متى؟
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون. وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم.
SubhanAllah, I felt transported to somewhere else. SubhanAllah, absolutely beautiful. You know, yeah. I really do hope I can attend the Taraweeh prayers at East London Mosque, SubhanAllah.
East London for Sheikh Hazm,
Redbridge,
Redbridge, very close.
MashaAllah. But also, I believe that you will also be working with Islam Channel and we'll be able to hear their
Alhamdulillah,
recitations
we are giving
live as
Islam
well.
Channel 4 of our good Qaris, best Qaris, inshallah, and they will be also giving them to different mosques through different charities. And we're recording now, just coming. Sheikh Ayman has just come from the airport now with 4 or 3 more to record melodies of the Quran, inshallah, for the whole of Ramadan. And the next year, the melodies of the Quran is broadcast, I think, once every day in Ramadan and once or twice every week after Ramadan, inshallah. So we record all of this just before Ramadan, like we did last year.
Allahu Akbar. No, you know, mashallah, the recitation was absolutely heartwarming, subhanAllah. You know, I hope you could feel it through the screens. It just felt so emotional. What recitation was that? Was that a particular recitation that you can share with our viewers?
No, it is just what we call murattal. There are 2 ways of reciting the Quran, several ways, but this pace is what they use in their Taraweeh. It's called murattal, known the tartil, warattil al-Quran tartila. We have another, something we call mujawwad in Egypt, which is a very slow pace recitation where you read like Sheikh Abdul Basit. It will be like this, but a lot slower and with more emphasis on melody. Okay. And obviously there is different types of recitation, like hadr, reading very quick, but this is a normal murattal recitation that they will read in their normal prayer. Maybe in Taraweeh, when it's too long, they will be a little bit faster.
Sure. What about the qira'at? You know, you have like 7 or some people say 10. What about that? You know, there's
the 10 qira'at, yes, mashallah. Both sheikhs are specialized in qira'at as well, so they can read the same ayahs with different qira'at, they say, from the 10 acknowledged recitals. And this is something we also cover in the melodies of the Quran. We do like half of the show for the qira'at. So whoever follows melodies of the Quran will find one part of the show for the melodies and reading the same ayah with different tunes and melodies. We call this maqamat. And then the other part of the show will be focusing on the qira'at. The same ayah, how Hafs and Asim, the regular way we read, how Warsh and Nafi', how Qumbul and Ibn Kathir, etc. they read it.
That's what I want to touch upon, yes. Which recitation did they both read?
Both of them read Hafs and Asim.
Yes. And Asim, right. Can we hear another recitation, another qira'at?
Yes, inshallah. Sheikh Ayman,
just 1 or 2 ayahs, inshallah.
اقرأ أي قراءة أخرى إن شاء الله، نفس الآيات أو آيات أخرى.
نقرأ
ما تحب.
إن شاء الله.
هي أي قراءة هذه؟
هنقرأ خلف عن حمزة.
خلف عن حمزة. This is called the رواية خلف عن حمزة.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين سبقت لهم منا الحسنى أولئك عنها مبعدون لا يسمعون حسيسها وهم فيما اشتهت أنفسهم خالدون لا يحزنهم الفزع الأكبر وتتلقيهم الملائكة هذا يومكم الذي كنتم توعدون توعدون يوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتاب كما بدأنا أول خلق نعيده وعدا علينا إنا كنا فاعلين.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. The people that are going to be in your Jama'ah and praying behind you are going to be so blessed, subhanAllah. It's a huge, huge thing that you are doing. And definitely, I want to be one of them, inshallah. Oh, so how long are you going to be in the UK for? Because you've just arrived, mashallah. So how long will you be here for? Will you be here for Eid, inshallah?
Yeah, they will travel the second day of Eid,
Oh,
inshallah.
second day of Eid, subhanAllah, subhanAllah. And, you know, I'm so happy because this, you know, it reminds me of when we have, oh yes, can you just give us a reminder about Ramadan? Because obviously Ramadan is literally just around the corner. Can you give us a reminder that we could take home for all of us, inshallah? Just a few moments, just a few minutes.
Okay, so Ramadan is the season of worship, and we must plan for Ramadan in the same way we plan for any journey, business, or even luxury holiday. So, my dear brothers, my advice, all of you know Ramadan, the virtues of Ramadan and the great blessings of Ramadan, but failing to plan is planning to fail. So make a plan for Ramadan, make the plan written, because written targets are achieved better than oral ones. Make it measurable. So don't say, for example, I'm going to read as much of the Quran as I can. No, say I'm going to read 30 juz of the Quran in Ramadan, 1 juz every day, so you can measure your performance against this. Also try, my dear brothers, to see what you can improve on. All of us have faults, so identify 5 to 7 areas where you are in need of improving, and then try to work on this during Ramadan, improving your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In addition to this, be ambitious on what you can achieve, and try to be among those who are being forgiven or being released from the hellfire, and who are being given the itq, the release from the hellfire, and the forgiveness and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Ramadan. And the sign of your success is that you are a better person after Ramadan than you were before Ramadan.
Ameen, ameen, thumma ameen, subhanAllah, jazakumullah khairan. We hope you've enjoyed today's show. This will be our last episode before the blessed month of Ramadan, but don't worry, we'll be back in Ramadan with so much more, along with many esteemed guests to help us on our journey through this holy month.